Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our annual Andersen Review. And what a year it's been. We've all been crazy busy, as we all like to say, and I'd just like to show you a couple projects that I got to work on with you and some of the highlights of what Andersen can do. This was a project in Hyannisport. We had a really old portion of the house with old wood windows. We were able to fit those with insert windows, tilt wash. The second portion of the house, as we know here on Cape, we like to do add-ons. They already had narrow line windows. In there, we were able to do conversion kits. So we didn't have to disturb the openings. We were able to put new tilting windows with applied grills. Worked out great. Then they decided to add on that lovely sunroom, and those were new construction tilt wash windows. So regardless of the generation or the time frame of your project, we do have solutions to fit all of the holes and make everything match. So I thought that was a great representation of what Andersen can do. This is just one view on the inside of that house. Great. That was a conversion kit, and we put a door by it. So, you know, I think it finishes out beautifully, and they got some great interior trim from us as well. This was a bay window that they decided to have dye into the countertop. I do have that little bit of backsplash, but this is what everybody's going for now. And I thought it was really great that we could accomplish this with a bay window, and it turned out beautifully. This was another project in Hyannisport. This is what it looked like when I walked in. You had the transoms over the double sliding door with the stationary panels. This is what everybody was looking for back in the 80s, and it's a great, beautiful look. I happen to have a really tall new homeowner in this location, and he decided we wanted to bring that up and get rid of all of that. I didn't do a great job on that picture, but there's a 4-panel door. We made it 8 feet. And we were able to make the double hungs taller, get rid of those transoms, and just do a transom look and align everything. It's very important when you're asking for things to align that you get us involved, because then we do need to go to Andersen to get shop drawings done, and we can make everything work for you. This is the front of that house. Again, when I walked up, that whole centerpiece was very busy and just kind of closed everything off, and the homeowner again wanted to open everything. So we got rid of all of that, made everything taller, put that short fractional look in, opened everything up, and I think it turned out great. Definitely more welcoming. I thought this was a neat little spot. So this is in that stairway when you go back and you look there, and that little trapezoid window there is a great view right before you step into the master window, and they put one of our Andersen windows right in the stairway so they can look down from their master bedroom as well. Again, this is a beautiful spot of what do we do with all these angles. We still want the windows to open. We need some air, so those are little awnings there with the trapezoids above it, and we were able to align that short fractional to the grills and the traps. Nothing better than waking up in your bed and that's the view you get to see. So that's the view from the interior. Another great project in Osterville. This is all new construction. This is the house where everything aligns. I think that was the key for us in my group, was alignment this year. We did get the opportunity to do this great radius unit with the Gothic lights in the front, which I think is a great statement piece. Again, now we're just starting to see the alignment here in the front, and I think it turned out beautifully inside. All the trim was provided by Shepley as well. They're still working on it, as you can see, the paint inside, but I just wanted to point out I have the double hungs, the picture window, and the door. That line goes all the way across the room, and this was very important to the architect. Again, this goes back to shop drawings. It does take a little more time, but when we're able to accomplish this, the look is beautiful. This is the same situation, same house, but the one thing I wanted to point out is when we take that double hung and we're aligning it to the short fractional in the door, that short fractional in the door, that daylight opening, is going to get a little bit shorter because the headrail on the door is bigger than the double hung. So it's just something to think about when we're talking about alignment, is how those things will look different. This was a great project that I got to do Old house. We had 8/8 white windows. The house didn't make a statement at all. This was a labor of love because every single window in this house was custom sized. Thank you to Andrew Tyner, who was there to help me. We are a team here, so we always have support. Double checking is important because there are over 100 windows, all with diamond grills. So this is a Woodwright window, black with diamond grills. Just ask. Great project in Sissuit. Beautiful Andersen A-series windows. The homeowner was kind of trying to figure out what he wanted. He came in, he said, this is gonna work for me. I worked closely with the architect and I think it turned out beautifully. This is the interior of, again, all of that alignment, both vertically and horizontally. You know, we have multiple floors, multiple light cuts, but it all works. Those are the A-series windows, the old 9/1 with the transoms. Just because I said earlier we got rid of the transoms on the other house doesn't mean that they aren't pertinent and they don't work. We just need to make sure we're getting enough daylight opening in all of those, so it's something to talk about when we're sizing them. Great example of a door with the 2 double hungs. This one doesn't align, and that was specific because if we offset the grill and the double hung, those lights wouldn't be equal. So again, having the conversations is really important. Here's a project in Harwichport. This one is near and dear to my heart because we used every single Andersen product available to us. These are A-series impact windows. And, we were right there on the water. I think it was the right solution for this location. Location is really important when you're choosing your product to make sure you understand about performance and wind speed and what you really need in order to make it work well. This is an E-series door that the architect decided to use so we could get the panel and keep everything, all the openings in the house taken care of by Andersen, so we can do those E-series doors with the panels. A bifold door here in the same location. This is impact. So Andersen has made this available to us now. It's something you should be aware of, that bifold doors are available in impact rated product. And then we have a 4-panel A-series door. And the one thing that I want to point out here, again, alignment was a fun thing this year. On the left-hand side, we have the A-series slider, we have the bifold door, and then tucked in the side, we have an E-series panel door. All of those grills align, even though they're coming from different factories. We worked with Andersen, we got the drawings, and it all worked. And there's the finished back of the project. I think it turned out beautifully. It'll stand up to the location, and we made the right choices. I really appreciate everything we got to do with you this year. If I didn't take your picture, it's okay. I really enjoyed the process, and I'm sure that we'll be able to do more again. Thank you so much.